Yo, what is up guys? It is the man in the candid Super Pigman here today with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the more into the lore realm with some speculation. Well, this video is probably going to be like 90% speculation and some lore with it. But before we get into the video, I also want to throw a huge shout out to all you amazing people that you guys are subbing to my channel at a really fast rate. And it's really exciting to me that we just hit 250 and we were able to clear it in like about a month or so, kind of like a day under a month. Well, technically a couple of days under the month because it's February, but I thought it was a really good feat that we defeated, you know. So anyways, let's get into the video. So today we're going to be talking about why there are no boats. Now, boats are, well, we think about it that they're a really easy thing to build and, you know, do all that stuff. And to be honest, it pretty much is. It's not that complicated to build like a raft or something. But for some reason in Kenshi, you don't see that many, like, you know, boats around. You see boat ruins, but you don't see boats. You see ports, but you don't see boats. This is a main theme in Kenshi that is pretty kind of weird if you really think about it, because you wonder how the hive got here. The hive haven't always been here. Oh my god, there's a mosquito in my fucking face. Anyways, the hive haven't been here for that long. They've been here since the Second Empire fell. And what I mean by that long is that the timeline of Kenshi is a really long time, and that, well, you know, not that long is not that long is what I'm trying to say. And they were just here after the fall of the Second Empire, so, you know, they had to get here somehow. And you also see boat ruins by where the hive villages are. So it is kind of assumed that the hive got here through boat. Now how the southern hive got here, we really don't know. We also think it's by boat. That's just speculation. But the western hive did get here by boat. And it is quite interesting because it seems that the hive aren't smart enough to kind of restabilize boats. But if you do notice, something really odd about the hive is how there are still so few of them. There isn't that many of them. And what I mean by that is that, well, these hive are like, you know, just scarce in the way compared to other races. Not like skeleton scarce, but like just scarce in a way where there aren't that many of them. And I think it's kind of, you know, weird. And I kind of have a prevalent theory about, you know, the fogmen on this one, why there's no boats, but I'll get into that later. But we do know that the hive for sure has got here on boats. That's like the for sure theory. But what we don't know is what is out there at sea, because you'd expect there to be more hive. And now there is this theory that there's probably sea monsters out there. And now I know this might sound stupid to a lot of you, like, sea monsters, what am I, 5? Nah, it really might just be sea monsters out there, because if you look at the, you know, like kind of artifacts around and everything in the Great Desert, you see like a bunch of big animals, and even in the swamp you see a bunch of fossils in the bone fields too. You see like fossils, and these could be actually like linked to actual animals that do exist on the planet that we can't see because of that. And not to mention the gurglers are like a really weird race, because they're like a fisherman race, and so they're out there too. Now what I think, now we're going to jump into the speculation part of this thing. I think the hive came here, and I'm pretty sure they used to communicate with the First Empire when the humans were, you know, in charge and stuff. That's my own personal belief. That's why there was ports everywhere during the First Empire. You can see ports around everywhere, and I think it's the Great Desert. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember because I haven't been there in a while, but I'm pretty sure that the hive kind of communicated with these people and kind of, you know, sent stuff back and forth. And maybe the hive were planning on coming, but they probably heard about it through, you know, some fishermen, what was happening, and that they barely got out of there and stuff. And now we do know that the sea levels have retracted, so now they don't know how much it's retracted, and if they go, how far, you know, it would be until they hit land and all that stuff. But I really do think that the hive tried to make a real effort to leave their continent, because they probably needed some human help to keep something alive on their continent. Now we don't know what is especially on their continent or anything, but, you know, they were able to communicate with them still, so that's pretty cool if you really think about it. But now onto my theory about the fogmen. Now a lot of people think the fogmen have a parasite, and I truly do not believe they have a parasite, because the only reason I say that is because drifters that are hivers, they don't seem to, you know, have this fogman parasite where they want to eat humans. Now, given the fact that a lot of these people develop personalities, I think these people were probably the early hive that were sent to, you know, pretty much just come and try to see where everything was at, and they probably shipwrecked into Mongrel. And if you notice, Mongrel is right next to Obedience, and I'm pretty sure all those clouds are from Obedience and stuff, so it has a weird effect on probably their climate and everything. And maybe the hivers just need special conditions to survive and not go crazy, and these conditions were met for these hives, so the princes took over and, you know, kind of just became hive princes and stuff like that. And it is a pretty weird theory in my own opinion, because, you know, thinking that these fogmen are just like crash landed hivers wouldn't be that far-fetched, knowing that the hive came on boats. But anyways, that's just another lore speculation type of thing with me. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe. We're on our way to 500. We're more than halfway there now. We're at 253. Hit that like button. Peace, guys. Peace, peace, peace.